Lu Ming was suddenly very excited, and when he recalled the humiliation he suffered during the time in the beginning, tears burst into his eyes. Immediately, he touched the scar carved on his forehead by Orville, crying and said, "Dad, can the words on my forehead be removed?" Lu Guang said in a gloomy and vicious voice, "Good son, don't worry, when you kill these two damned guys, Dad will take you to Korea for the best cosmetic surgery and will definitely help you remove all the scars." Before that, every time Lu Ming came to Classic Mansion to find Orville with the word, "poor" hanging on his forehead, his heart was extremely broken. Every time he came over, he would be watched by the guests and waiters of Classic Mansion, which made him feel a kind of extreme humiliation. However, today is different. Today is the last time for Orville to die. After tonight, Orville will completely pass away in Orus Hill. Instead, his father, Lu Guang, will be the boss now. At that time, his father will become the underground emperor of Orus Hill. At that time, people will respect him as Mr. Lu Guang. At that time, I will also remove the humiliating scar on my forehead, and I will always be free from the shadow of the word "poor" hanging. At the thought of this, Lu Ming was almost excited. At this time, after seeing his son in the car, Lu Guang hurriedly said respectfully to Jones Zizhou, the Wu family bodyguard, "Mr. Zizhou, everything will depend on you later." Jones Zizhou nodded coldly and said, "Don't worry, no one in Orus Hill is an opponent of Jones Zizhou. This Mr. Orville won't survive tonight." Lu Guang was extremely excited. At this moment, he and his son have been looking forward to it for a long time. At this moment, Orville directly invited Jacob and others to the diamond box of Classic Mansion. He protected Jacob all the way, pointed to the noblest seat among them, and respectfully said, "Mr. Wilson, please come to your seat." Jacob was still a little uncomfortable. He looked at President Pei and said, "President Pei should be here." President Pei's heart was tense, and he hurriedly waved his hand and said, "Oh, Jacob, how dare I sit in the seat? You should come." If Jacob asked him to take a seat just now, he would have taken it without thinking. After all, he is the president and the person in charge of the Calligraphy and Painting Association. It is normal to be here. However, after seeing Orville being so polite to Jacob, he suddenly felt a little timid. Fortunately, he didn't show up in front of Jacob like Sun Yukai. Otherwise, he would go to the pig farm to experience a special life with the old sow. Opportunity, he has his own. When other people saw this scene, they hurriedly echoed, "Yes, Brother Wilson, you must be the one to sit here, please hurry up." Jacob was still very proud of being touted in the clouds and mists, so he smiled, "Haha, since everyone is so enthusiastic, it is hard to be kind. I won't be polite to everyone." After he finished speaking, he sat on the main seat, and Zhu Wen and Chairman Pei sat on his left and right. After Orville waited for him to take his seat, he smiled and said, "Mr. Wilson, please wait for a while. The food will be ready soon. You can use tea first." While he was talking, a beautiful female manager walked into the box and came closer to Orville's ear and said, "Mr. Orville, that kid from the Liu family has come to see you." After listening to that, he immediately became happy and said, "Well, today is the day when Mr. Wilson became the standing director of the Painting and Calligraphy Association. Since this kid is here, call him into the box." To help Mr. Wilson. The beautiful female manager got the order and bowed slightly and walked out of the diamond box. When Jacob heard that, in addition to allowing himself to use the diamond box, Mr. Orville also specially prepared a celebration program. He was flattered and said, "Mr. Orville, you don't need to be so polite." Orville waved his hand and said with a smile, "Haha, this is what I should do." After speaking, he played a dumb riddle and then said, "Mr. Wilson, don't worry, the show I prepared for you is definitely the only one in Orus Hill, and it has something to do with your son-in-law, Mr. Wade. I promise to make you shine." Upon hearing this, everyone was also interested, sitting in their respective positions, looking forward to it.